Video's ready.
You guys ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone have their books? Why don't you state them out now?
Yeah. Good idea. Anonymous. Stop.
Okay. Just to recap a little bit, what have we been working on since we started our new book? This is our 7th grade book. What has been a reoccurring theme the past couple days? Kelly?
We have been talking about
Anyone want to help her out?
we've been talking about ratios and which order it goes into and why it's important.
So in our last book, we worked with ratios as part to part. What has been different? How have we been building on that to kind of our 7th grade units? Zoe?
We're looking at part to whole ratios.
Yeah, what does part to whole mean? How's that different? Daniel?
The part to whole is like 60% out of the entire school will prefer an athletic sport to the conference.
Right, so yesterday we looked at a survey result, and some sentences and claims were about part to part. Like they prefer this cola over the other cola. Some talked about 60% preferred this cola out of the total number of students that participated. That's the difference. That's part to whole. Okay, I would like someone to read our IPN statement real quick. I know the board's kind of missing it. Nice and loud. Gordon?
Use strategies to determine which mix is the most orangey.
Orangey, okay. Kind of crazy IPN statement. Raise your hand if you've ever made orange juice from a frozen orange juice concentrate. Has anyone made orange juice with this thing called frozen concentrate? Alex, can you describe what that means?
It's you just have a thing and you use it to make it orange juice.
Chelsea?
You have the can and put that you can thaw it and you have to pour it in a pitcher or something and you mix it with water and
Yes. Alex, please open the door for me. This is what we call orange concentrate, orange juice concentrate. It is in the frozen section of the grocery store. It comes in these cylinder-like shapes here. What you do is once it kind of thaws out, you take it out of the container, you mix it with water, and you have your orange juice, okay? So some recipes say take a cup of concentrate. This would equal 1 cup once it's all in a liquid. Right now it's frozen, but when it melts and thaws out, it's a cup of liquid. Add, let's say, 4 cups of water, you have your orange juice. How many cups of orange juice would I have if this is 1 cup and I mix 4 cups? Real quick. Brett?
there are 4 cups of orange juice.
Ooh. You wouldn't.
We have 1.
Lexi, can you maybe explain why it wouldn't be 4 cups?
Because the orange juice is 1 cup and the water is 5 cups, or 1 cup, but you have to add both of the cups instead of just the water.
Right. So it's not only just the water you got to think about, you got to think about the 1 cup of concentrate that goes with it. So 1 cup of concentrate plus 4 cups of water is going to equal 5 cups of orange juice. Do we kind of process that?
Mm-hmm.
Right now it's frozen. I think that's why it's a little tricky. But when it's just a liquid, it equals 1 cup. So really what I'm pouring is 1 cup plus 4 cups. We know that's 5 cups. Okay? Cool. Well, in your groups today, I would like you to look at different recipes for orange juice and determine which is the most orangey, which means which has the most orange flavor based on the ratio of concentrate to water. So open up to 1.2 in your book. That's found on page 10. Page 10 in your book. I would love someone to read the scenario for us where it says every year. Parker.
Every year, the grade 7 students at Langston High School go on an outdoor education camping trip. During the week-long trip, the students study nature and participate in recreational activities. Everyone pitches in to help with the cooking and the cleanup.
Cool. Last paragraph, Kai, nice and loud.
This year, Arvin and Mariah were in charge of making orange juice for the campers. They planned to make the juice by mixing water and frozen orange juice concentrate. To find the mix that would taste best, they decided to test the mix.
Okay. That's kind of where I'm going to leave you at. In your groups, you've got to look at the different mixes they give you and come up with some strategies to figure out which mix is the most orangey. Now I'm giving you markers because you can color code things, you can draw things, you can write things, you can make equations. However your group wants to decide to do this, it's fine. But you need to transfer it onto our poster paper because in the end, we're going to do a gallery walk and walk around and look at the different groups and their strategies. Okay. Questions about that? Okay. I'm not telling you how to solve it. That's kind of up to you and your group to discuss. So right now, I need you to quickly get into your groups. And Munira, Isaiah, Kelsey, Najma, Gabe, and Ruben come get your cards. You can sit on the floor if you would like.
We're gonna get a pencil. No. Who else is in our group?
Who has Jordan in their group? Came in
Who else is in
late.
our group? Who is in our group? Okay, I brought in my book just in case.
All right, those students are like called. Hey, you guys, give me 5 for a second. 3, 2, 1. Listen up. Those students I called, you need to grab a poster paper, and then by the bulletin are a pack of markers and a permanent marker for you to show your thinking. On your note card are the questions I would like your group to do. Got it? Okay.
You can't keep orangey.
I have an idea.
Let's try to find the generate of heat. Find the generate of heat because close on each other. Well, either or to look at it in fraction. See which was third I'm just thinking about fractions.
Okay, you guys set?
Yeah, I already have it.
Okay. So write it in pencil.
It's a toe.
Make sure that it's at least orange.
Go get your book right here. Like this book.
Doug, you fractions. I can read it. Fractions, Isabella, 5/9 mixed bean, 3 concentrate. And
Just by 14th of B is concentrate. Now first we gotta find out what these are.
Okay, first before you go on to this one, why don't you figure out which is the most orangey? So, Kelly, can you tell me what you're doing on your paper?
What I'm doing is, since orangey is like it's the how much one cup gets. So I'm trying to find the unit rate of how much orangey it gets.
How would unit rate help you?
Because unit rate would be like how much orange you get per cup. And
1 cup of water?
how much orange you want.
Interesting. I like the table idea. I think you should work with the table. That might help you. And if not, maybe try a different strategy.
And maybe if we put the highest number as the denominator, I think we can do this. I think Isabella is the.
Okay, so what has this group talked about? I heard the word denominator. How might that help?
I was thinking about doing it as fractions a little bit to try to think if that would help. And it turned out question 1 was fractions.
So before you get to problem C, you need to figure out which is the most orangey. So if you want to do fractions, look at these ratios and talk about how can I put these into fractions. Is it part to part to whole? I think that's a discussion you need to have.
I'm saying part to whole.
Okay. Why don't you talk with your group about that?
You write M, you write I, you write no.
Okay, guys, what are we working on over here?
We're saying that A because there's one cup of water difference. And then if it's B, it can't be B because there's 4 extra cups of water.
And the 3 times 3 for A equal to 9, so 2 times 3 would equal 6 above that. And A is above half, which is bigger than C, because that's only 1. And I rounded up, or I moved up with A and D to 15. And 3 times 3 for B is only 9. And why are you doing 3 times 3 times 3 equals 9, and 2 times 2 is 6. And then the 2 times 5 with A is 10.
Why don't you write this out first before you go to your poster? I think what I'm hearing is you want to do like scale factors. You want to scale up your ratios. I hear like times 3, times 2.
So that kind of.
So maybe that's your strategy. Maybe write it on a piece of paper before it gets transferred. I like it so far. This is a good start. Hey class. Hey. I like that. Your note cards, I think it's a little misleading and I apologize. I know some of them start with question B, but before you can do B, I think this was my mistake, you need to figure out which mix is the most orangey. So right now everyone is kind of working on question A. Question A is really which is the orangiest and which is the least orangiest drink. So I know it starts with question B. I think that was my fault. I didn't give clear direction. No one should be on letter B right now. Everyone's just figuring out which is the most orangey mix and maybe what's the least orangey mix. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the camera right there, right?
Why would you? Do you have his book? You make it just like
camera is right How is the first one 3/4?
I've got 9 cups of water. How is this like 2 divided by 2? Yeah, 2 divided by 2.
0.75.
Yeah.
I want you to kind of show me.
No, that's not it. That's not. I don't like that. What is 3/4? What is 3/4? 60%. 60%. We're not learning how to say.
Okay, but
Yeah. Okay, 60, 100. 50, 100.
You do 9 over 5 or 11. I think it's 2 over 5.
Where's your book? Okay. I wish. Okay.
wait, so how's the table?
It's going good.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question about receiving 1 cup concentrate to water? Why is it not?
Yeah, we can do that.
Are you doing part to part or part to Recommended you determine which is the most important. Maybe think about that in your group. Are we solving for have a discussion what you
You like me. You now need to find the decimal. You like me. 5, 9. It should be 9. I'm sorry. It's asking you to
Take 5.
What's the most I have an idea on this. You think it's 66 points. I know. 0.66. Yeah. Well, no, 5 by 2. 7. Look at it. I know that. You know
Who's next to? Who's negative next to 30? What's the ratio?
Because that's 80. About 7%.
It's two cups.
Okay. Yeah, change your unit grade at all? So once you have that, transfer it to your poster. Maybe you can draw the table. I haven't seen a table. So that'd be cool.
Now we just need to mix Now we need to mix these. You over 5. That's 5. No, 5. I know.
It doesn't have to be
You can. No, you're thinking now 5/3. You're 5. Oh, yeah. 24, 60 flat.
So I think we go right in between.
Twenty-three times.
What is
Use the red stuff.
So, so 3 is 1.
Okay, so already or even transfer.
So 0.6.
Well, I wanted to show me on your poster how you use it. Again, I think most groups should be ready to show me which mix is the most orangey on your poster. So don't go to question B yet. Everyone, as I walk around, should be ready to transfer your strategies onto your poster paper to describe which mix is the most orangey and the least orangey. That's what I should be seeing as I walk around right now. Make sure you share. Okay. Can someone show me or explain what you have on your poster so far? Because I do like what I see.
So 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9. But this isn't 5 cups of concentrate and 9 cups of water. This, I mean, 6 cups of concentrate and 9 cups of water. This is 5 cups of concentrate and 9 cups of water. So it wouldn't, like, it's not equal to it. This one is going to be greater than it. And then 1 is half of 6, so 2 greater than 1, and 3 is greater than 2. And then 3 times 3 is 9, 5 times 3 is 15, 2 times 5 is 10, and 6 times 5 is 15.
So what are all of these multiplication problems helping you?
Like they're coming up to find common multiples between them, so we can figure out the one that's higher means it's more orange.
Interesting.
The one that's lower is the least orange.
I like that strategy. I think common multiples will help. You guys are working together. This is a group thing. Okay, keep going.
I wrote water down.
No, I'll just do the.
You're right. No, fine. Yeah. My turn. No, I'm gonna do the first one. Values. Really, guys?
I know that.
That's the same way.
You give me like 5 more minutes to transfer why you believe a certain mix is more orangey. Then we're going to do our gallery walk. So in 5 minutes, let's make sure our thinking is transferred to our poster paper.
Need your chair for me, Kai? Thank you.
Well, if I'm nice, if you want to two of them are not true.
It's only the I can still type.
What you saying? How do I get a perfect score? I got
Whenever everybody's ready, you can take a magnet and put your poster up on the board. Kylie, turn the light for me. And Kylie, turn on the light. Just A for now. Put your poster up. Your 3-minute warning.
Go.
That's a lot of work.
I probably should have it out, but my family. Any other groups ready?
This person should figure out which Yes. Not 3 minutes.
Oh my, you feel I feel like
We're gonna need 4 more posters. Let's see, Katie. Oh, you got I'm trying to, you see those back names?
Yes, I got them.
As soon as you guys are done, you may need more time. Need 3 more posters? Yes, you don't need them. Yeah, those magnets. Okay. What do you have? Just the magnets. Hey, thank you for those who are going back to your seat when you're done. I appreciate that. No, don't worry, I know about it. I'm not going to blame you. I already know that happened.
Yeah, you're
I know, okay.
Don't call me.
Hey, groups, you can put your markers away while you wait for the last group to finish.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Who's singing it right or this?
You guys ready? All right. Everyone head back to your seat. Don't worry about your names right now. Thank you. All right. Guys, these look so good. And I really like how they're different from each other. And that's what we're going to talk about. What? Okay, 1 more. Okay. Will you guys do your sharing a little bit? I'm going to put this over. Sorry, it's close. Okay, you can sit over here if you want. Emily, will you sit this side for me? Okay. I'm going to give you a second to look at these examples. Not only yours, keep them in the way, but the other groups, because we're going to share these different strategies. Out of our 6 groups that we had today, did any group say mixed A was the most orangey? How many groups do we see up here? Zoe?
5.
Did any posters show that mixed B is the most orangey? Okay. What about mixed C? 1 group?
What?
And mixed D? Did any groups say mixed D made the most orangey? Okay, well this doesn't equal 6, so we made a mistake somewhere.
We didn't get to label it.
5 plus 1 is 6.
But someone said mixed D was the most orangey. Which one said mixed D? Which poster is that?
No, we didn't.
No? Okay. Okay. Let's start with this poster. Raise your hand if you're in this group. Okay, I would love someone to come up and kind of explain their process. In every other group, make sure you are ready for questions, comments if you have them. Go ahead.
We knew that it was the concentrate to the cups of water was 2 to 3. So we added 2 plus 3 and we got 5. But since there's 2 cups of concentrate, we had 2 over 5, which is 40% concentrate in the batch. Mixed B, 5 plus 9 was 14. Out of that 14, 5 is concentrate. So we said that 35.7% was concentrate. Mixed C, 1 plus 2 equals 3, and 1 cup is concentrate, so we said that's 33% concentrate. And mixed D, 3 plus 5 equals 8, and 3 out of that 8 cups is concentrate, so we said it's 37.5% concentrate. And mixed A has the most concentrate because it was 40%, and all of those are less than 40%. Mixed C had the least because it's 33%, and mixed B, D, and A had more than 33%.
Do you guys have questions about using this strategy? Any questions, thoughts? Maybe what do you see or what do you notice when you look at their strategy? Isaiah?
That they converted some of it to percent.
How do you get percent using ratios? Brett?
10% by using ratios. Then it's saying if there's 5 people, 2 of them are girls, if 3 of them are boys, there's going to be percent there because that's all adding the whole and then just taking whatever part of it you want to find, like how many of them are boys or girls, and then just finding what out of that can equal 100, and then waiting to multiply the denominator by or the whole.
So if we're thinking back to our part-to-part, part-to-whole dilemma that we have in this section, what kind of ratios are we using when we think of percents? Part-to-part or part-to-whole? Alex?
Part-to-whole.
Part-to-whole, and I think that's what Tyler's group did, found part-to-whole, and that's the percents. You know, even in bits and pieces, a couple weeks ago, we worked on fractions to decimals, to percents. Do you understand why we did that? Helps with this. That's awesome. Thanks, Tyler. Raise your hand if your group did percents as well. Does this group right here, does this group have anything to add that Tyler's group didn't share? I know if I'm putting you on the spot. Yeah, Kelsey?
They actually showed how they got the 3/8 or like how they got the 2/5.
Like right here? Yeah, I do like that. I like how this group did show that it took concentrate to water to find the whole. That's really good. Let's move on. I would like this group, a representative, to come and share about this one. Abubakar?
What?
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Kelly does.
Kind of.
You want to tag team it? Thanks, Kelly.
Okay.
You're good at it, Kelly.
We can tag team.
Kelly and Kai, dream team.
Kelly's high, the jacket.
Okay. Like Tyler's group, I want the audience to think of what do you see, what do you notice, what do you like about this strategy, or what questions you have. They're going to take questions from the audience. Make sure you're facing your audience when you explain. Turn around.
Okay, so we didn't really agree on this part, but
Talking to the group, not me.
the top one, we knew it was 2 cups of concentrate and 3 cups of water, and we turned that into a fraction, and so we multiplied by how much it would take us to get to 100, so we turned into percents, we got 66 feet cups.
Can you talk to me about your table method? Maybe Kelly, I know that you came up with that method.
Yeah. So when I looked,
Basic group so they can hear.
when I looked at the first one, the 2 to 3, 3 to 2, which is when you did it, it said that the water had 3 cups. I wanted to find out how much 1 cup of water was to how much of the concentrate, and we found out that it was 2/5. And we basically did that for the rest of it.
Do you guys have questions or things you like about this that you didn't think of before that you may want to ask?
I have a question for Kelly, actually. How did you get the whole numbers? I thought we were changing all the numbers. Oh, percent?
I think the unit rate column, Kai, is because it's how much concentrate per 1 cup of water.
But that's what you do.
Do you guys have questions, concerns, comments about this strategy? All right, Isaiah has a question.
How did you get C?
Well, I got C because it had the most concentrate.
And how does your table show that?
Okay,
What
I
do you
can
guys think?
see what she got.
Tyler?
There's 2 cups of water, not concentrate. That is water.
Thanks
What
for
if
pointing
it
that out.
was,
We had it other way around, but then
Yeah.
like
wouldn't it be like 0.5 or something?
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, guys, why do you think we look at our student work? Why do you think you look at our peers' work? Gavin? To help them. We're yeah, I'm not expecting, guys, that this is all perfect. That's not what I'm looking for. I want you to look at these things and really question what their work is. Okay, that's okay. Thanks for sharing your table idea. We have one more I would like to point out, something I just noticed. Thanks, guys. Is this poster. This is something a little different that I didn't see many groups do. I would like someone, maybe Lexi, can you come up and explain this method?
Isaiah wants to try to.
Let's start with one and then you can chime in.
Instead of doing percentage, we did like common ratios, and we got 900 for each one, and so we multiplied the mix A, we did 3 times 300, which is 900, and we did 2 times 300, and that's 600, and for B, we did 9 times 100, and that's 900, then 5 times 100, which is 500. Then C, 2 times 450 is 900, and 1 times 150 is 150. And then D is 5 times 180 is 900, and then so we did 3 times 180, and that was 500.
Lexi, can you explain how using 900 as your common second number helped you figure out which is the most orangey? How does using equivalent ratios help you determine which is the most orangey and which is the least orangey?
With the equivalent ratios for right here, we can just look at that to see which one has the most orangey flavor, and that was mix A because that had 600, and the least was mix C because that was 450.
Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Comments, concerns, questions about equivalent ratios as a strategy? So all your hard work with equivalent ratios in our last unit is paying off here. That's awesome. Actually, we do have time for the last poster, and I do like this poster too. It is this one with all of the arrows. Emily, would you come up and be your representative? So everyone, we're looking at this one and looking at this strategy because it's different than the ones we've talked about.
Okay, so we
Thanks,
got mix A, that was more orangey, and so we compared it. First, we compared it to the 5 cups of concentrate to the 9 cups of water, and if it were to be equal, an equal ratio, then it would have to be 2. Then that would have to be 2. 6, and that would have to be 9 because 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9. So we used common multiples to solve everything.
Do you guys hear what she said? What was her strategy? Say it out loud. Common multiples. We also call that what? I use a word a lot. It starts with an S.
Similar?
I heard it. No, not.
Similar?
Gavin, you got it. What was it?
Scaling up.
Scaling up. That's the way to use multiples. All right, let her finish. Let her finish.
We found out that mix C is less orangey because since we found that this one was more, we compared it to 1 cup of concentrate to 2 cups of water, and 2 is more than 1, and 3 is more than 2. Like so 1 is half of 2, but 2 is a little bit over half of 3, but it's still less than 3. And then we had to compare this to the 2 cups of to the 2 and 3. So we did 3 times 3 equals 9, and 5 times 3 equals 15, 6 times 5 equals 16, 6 times 5 equals 10. And 2 times 5, and then this ratio would be 10 and 15. And so for here to try to make it equivalent, it would be 10 and 15, but the ratio for this one would be 9 and 15, and then greater than 9.
I love that. Any comments, questions about scaling up strategy using common multiples as a way? Thanks, Emily. Mix A is the most orangey and mix C is the least orangey. That is the correct information. I think, as we kind of talked about our misconceptions, I think all of us are to a point where we agree on that. For the remaining class time that we have, you and your group are going to work on those questions on your note card, and those questions go in a spiral notebook. as work. Now, all of you have different questions, so it's not the same as your neighbor. So once you get back with your group, start working on those problems until we head to recess. Alright, if your group,
What did I do? You told me. Oh, no, this is wrong. You like this for both. I'm probably like, oh,
it's a group effort, not I'm right, you're wrong.
I reminds me of what show? I can't remember what show.
You've already gotten started, right?
No, this is not mine. I have my notebook.
Tag team.
I don't use it ever. I got B.